Hey, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rage, and we are back today to break down Marvel Strike Force's newest upcoming events with the weekly reset that's happening today. So we'll be covering all the things that are wrapping up, and as well as what's turning over and what to look forward to in the coming week. Now, not gonna lie, guys, based on the data mines that we saw last week, not a lot of activity this ongoing week here. It's gonna be a little bit of a slower one, similar to last week with it being the holidays for them. But usually these slower weeks typically is when maybe a big announcement is coming. So be on the lookout for that. Maybe the envoys, maybe the content creators, and as well as Marvel Strike Force themselves will have some sort of an excitement with regards to what's coming into the game. That's definitely something I would be interested in, and obviously be on the lookout for that. So first and foremost, guys, let's talk about some of the events that are wrapping up right now, and then we'll shift over to what's coming up around the corner very quickly here. So as I touched on my past week video, guys, this Throne of Shadow event, this is still ongoing for the next week or so here. And as you can see from my points, I straight up just don't care. My goodness, wow, we're already down to almost 100,000 ranking here, but it's been pretty insane because obviously there's been a few things that you can actually work on. But if you don't have Sebastian Shaw here, Rachel Summers, as well as playing in Arena, Blitz, Crucible, or War of Scorpion, it adds up a sizable amount of points. And you'll see later on, if you use him later on at the 5 stars, it's going to give more. But more so than that, it is a power core spending event. And for myself personally, I just want to save. I just don't see the value in a diamond for a character that I don't, in my honest opinion, I don't think Null is a top 10 character. It's very situational, depending on how you want to view it. But more on that a bit here. If you are interested in doing better on this event, the Danger Room here, tied back to the XLs, that is actually supposed to start today. So that's something to be on the lookout for if you want to add up, obviously, another 45k points there. That can be a difference maker for sure. But again, for myself, I'm just going through it, and whatever I get from this is going to be more than I had yesterday, which is great. I'm just not gunning for anything because I'm just saving my resources there. And as per usual, make sure you guys are doing the Save the World milestone. This has been awesome because it doesn't add up much, but there's a bit of gold sprinkled throughout, some training materials, but more importantly, there's that chance that you might actually get that 100 sharp drop of Sebastian Shaw. And I did this, I actually got lucky with Rachel Summers in the previous one, so there's always a nice little chance, and it's a low risk to reward. You're just spending a bit of campaign energy for this. Even though I'm in horde mode with campaign, I can still actually use a bit just to capitalize on that. So those two are basically the only things that are actually in the milestone selection here. And you'll see the things that are actually coming up here include the Raid Warzone, which is very similar to what we kind of saw in the previous week. Difference is that on top of battling in raids and war, now we're also going to be getting bonus points once again with the Hellfire Club here, and any of these characters at 5 stars and above, they're going to give you bonus points. So actually, I think this is the exact same as last week. So I thought there were going to be some changes, but that looks consistent. What is different as well, we have Phantom Rider. He is joining the game this week, guys. So you can see his actual event here and showcase is going to be shifting over into the battle pass here. So let's see what kind of information is going to be shown here in this Banshee's Fury. You can see these are his red stars actually tied back to event opportunities here, and let's just take a look. Yeah, these haunted horseshoes, they're going to be adding points from the battle pass, so it's kind of similar vibe to what we saw with Sebastian Shaw, and think about Ares with his release too, very similar. If I shift over now to the event screen, you'll also see that there's going to be a showcase event also tied back to Phantom Rider. So just another way here to actually go in and test them out. But also remember, with these showcase events, there's usually nodes where you can farm for additional gold or trading materials and so forth. So this is what I'm going to be focusing on. Any kind of freebies I can take advantage of, even if you don't want to build up the character, it can still be up for grabs there. So obviously I just touched on the Danger Room. This last one previously already wrapped up, so that's going to be one that's actually turning over again that we can take advantage of as well. So definitely exciting, especially since there's going to be some freebies along the way. Also, guys, before reset today, make sure you guys are checking the command center. This always resets every single week on the Monday from what we've seen. So obviously we still have the monthly activities going on with Blastar, making sure you're going through the checklist here. And if you haven't already, use Rachel Summers or Sebastian Shaw and raids, that ups up. More importantly as well, we also have some of these weekly ones that are like logging in, playing raids, and then as well you see the monthly activities that's tied back usually to the showcase as well. So definitely take advantage of that. The big one here also is week 5 here, because this would be the last one here that you can see tying back here overall to that big lump sum of the antimatter. So this is really important. I've been hoarding that as well, by the way, but yeah, just take advantage of this. I can't really do the battle world now that it's concluded, but Crucible of Accursed, and then obviously you have Scorpion, and give you some premium points there. So that's basically everything from a milestone and command center standpoint, guys. I mean, there's really not much I can say about there. Now, if I head over to the roster here, the big update for myself when I was looking at the blog was that Captain Britain, guys, be on the lookout for this in the Strike Force store. His shards are going to be available very similar to Zombie Jug. So they've revised the blog now. It's 5 shards every day from Monday to Thursday, and then it's 10 shards every day from Friday to Sunday, giving us a total of 50 per week. So in just a few weeks, guys, most of us are gonna be able to capitalize and get you know, a six yellow, 7 yellow of Captain Britain completely free to play. So that's definitely something I'm looking forward to, especially since most of us probably have diamonds on him, but we haven't got that shard count to push him up all the way. And obviously they have amazing value in Cosmic Crucible, and they can be decent in war depending on the matchups as well. But that's something I'm definitely excited for. I've been farming the heck out of Sebastian Shaw from the antimatter. That's what I've been using it for personally. And aside from that, you should also be focused on gear to 20 pieces. Of course, if you haven't finished, then unlock Professor Xavier from Age of X Saga. And then, guys, in just a few days, we also have Mr. Hobgoblin, iconic character. He is going to be joining the game in just a couple of days here. So as the next member here of the Insidious 6. And remember, then it's likely going to be next week that we see Superior Spider-Man, or maybe they'll take a week break, and then the following week will be Superior Spider-Man. Either way, super exciting, because they're going to change the dynamic of what we'll see in terms of that mixture of the Sinister Superior 6. I also like the fact that they're going to be usable in war, crucible value, and obviously being needed every single day for raids. So definitely exciting times for sure. As for myself, guys, for those of you that aren't aware, I'm just going to skip Phantom Rider. I mean, he's really more of a fluff character, just adding value for those interested in war. And remember, there's going to be those respective reworks happening to X-Force, and as well as some of those inhuman characters relating to him. But otherwise, it's just a resource trap in my honest opinion, especially free to play. We gotta make these decisions so that way we can min-max our growth and progression. So there you guys have it. Hopefully you guys have a lovely rest of the day. Do let me know in the comments below if you guys are pumped or excited for this. I know I'm definitely excited to see Hobgoblin, and it will be interesting to see, you know, how he's gonna be added into the game in terms of just that free to play aspect. And also be on the lookout for Scorpion, right? Remember, because of him being introduced as the first character last week, we very likely will see a free to play event coming very soon for him. So that's what I'm pumped for. Thank you for your time as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.